Hey, hello, Sylvia here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your style today. Are you feeling a little bit in a style rut, or you don't quite know how to get your style groove back? I want to tell you a little bit of a story and a few of my tips. Let me just turn the air conditioner off so you don't get that noise. Okay, so if you want to feel confident and stylish, you are a little bit in a style rut, then I got some tips for you today, and I want to tell you a bit of a story about myself, because I wasn't always super stylish. When I moved to Singapore 10 years ago, I actually was a little bit in a style rut. I came from Australia and I had just had a child, and I just wasn't feeling super stylish at all. And it all came to a head really when we came to a party and my friend said, "Sylvia, really, do you have to bring that backpack to this party? Really, is that appropriate?" And I looked around me and I saw all these other women with their fabulous bags and looking really amazing. And I felt a little bit like a fool, to be honest, for dressing like that and not paying attention to accessories. And I decided then and there that I had to change. I had to get more stylish, feel better about myself, so that I wouldn't feel like that in those situations again. So I started paying attention to accessories. I started getting a few handbags. I also started looking at my friend and how she dressed. And I noticed that she was wearing all these wonderful singlet tops that looked really, really good on her. And I started wearing some of those. But I still didn't feel good. I didn't really feel like me. And I realized that wasn't me. I didn't like to show cleavage. That wasn't my style. So I had to really learn what it is that made me happy. What was my style? And that's what I started doing. And once I started doing that, I just really felt so much better about myself. And it showed. I got more confident. I got everything what got better. So if you feel like you're a little bit in a style rut at the moment, or you feel that you've never really had style, then just wanted to share a few tips today. Well, first of all, I think that it's good to really understand each other. I think it's really important. Like I said, when I started to change my style a little bit, I started doing what other people were doing, and that really didn't work for me. So I had to really understand what works for me, right? For example, I like the things to be quite easy and easygoing, and I don't like to show cleavage. So I had to really figure that out. And once I figured that out, dressing was so much easier. And the second is, you want to really know what makes you happy, right? What really lights your boat, right? Is it a little bit of color? Is it a little bit of symmetry, which in my case, I like to be a little bit edgy, a little bit different. I also want to be comfortable, like I mentioned before. That's really important to me. If I wear something that I'm not comfortable in, I'm not gonna feel fabulous, because I'm always kind of fidgeting with my clothes. I'm always wondering, it doesn't work, So for me, that's super important. I also feel that, you have to start accepting where you are at the moment in life. A lot of women always ask me, hey, I want to improve my style, but I first want to lose a few pounds, or I can never look good because I have a big nose, or my eyes are not good. And I know this, I understand this, because my eyes are, they flicker, they cross-turn. I was born with that, and I had to learn to live with that. I had to accept that, my eyes may not be perfect, but it's still part of me. I'm still fabulous. I can still feel amazing about myself. And I think it changes everything if you do that. So none of us are perfect. So if you have a size that you maybe feel a bit too bigger, or your tummy is getting bigger, like it will do for most of us, acceptance is really important in looking good and feeling amazing, getting that confidence. That doesn't mean that we have to show these flaws, the perceived flaws, right? Like our bellies. I'm not going to show all the increasing fat on my belly. I have all kinds of little tools and ways to hide it. So I don't want to necessarily highlight all the things that I like about myself, but I also want to accept them and then do the best with them and make the most with them, if you know what I mean. So I also think it's important, once you know all these things, that you get a few pieces that just work for you, that are easy. On those days when you really don't know what to wear, it's nice to have like a formula that you know always works for you. Like for me, that would be my skinny white pants and a nice top. Now I always advocate to get nice tops, like not the the standard t-shirt, but a t-shirt that's just a little bit different, like maybe a little bit asymmetrical, or a nice color, or a nice print. A t-shirt or a top that you can wear on its own. Whenever I don't know what to wear, I just grab those pants, I grab a top, and I know I'm good, because I always feel good in that, and I know that, and when I feel good, I look good, right? So these are a few of my tips, but I have so many more. And I actually have a challenge that I'm gonna organize tomorrow, where I will share many of those tips. I will actually take you through a process where you get to know yourself a whole lot better, so that you can accept yourself, you get confident with yourself, and you know what really works for you and what really rocks your boat. So if you like to join me for that, you can just sign up below. I will add a link after this video, and sign up for the free challenge, because it's fun. There's already many women that are participating. I've set up a separate group for this challenge, so that you can have lots of fun and you can actually look at each other and see how you're doing. And I guarantee you will learn something about yourself, and that may just surprise you. And it's worth it, because feeling good about yourself and having a style that you really love, and loving the style that you have, and feeling confident about yourself, that will change everything. So I hope you will join me in the free challenge. I look forward to connecting with you there, and I will see you on the internet somewhere. Okay? See you later. Bye.